To the air. It's Beck. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
Wide open downfield. Can anyone catch him? The 20. Inside the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Into the end zone for the 2, and they push that lead out to 8. Timeout called by the defense, perhaps seeing they were outflanked and wanting to regroup before this 2-point try. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So Oregon's offense will go to work for the first time today. And both of these teams love to use the tight end, Jesse, and they do it very well.
And both of these quarterbacks know who their go-to guy is. It's the tight end, as you just mentioned, Reese. These guys find ways to get open, and they make their quarterbacks look good.
Oh, they make them look real good. Big, strong.
And it's intercepted. A turnover from the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
With the catch, it's Smith.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
The play action fake. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him, knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Looking to throw, it's Gabriel. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, the quarterback's throwing from the pocket. He's trying to fit that football into a real small window down the middle of the field, and the defender's hit was able to jar the ball loose from the receiver. Great job.
Oh, so close to paying off. The tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He's got a 1st down and maybe a lot more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
from the red zone, looking for a space. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Off play action. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollack, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him.
Fires toward the end zone. And the ball is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time David sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
And you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes they put you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Makes the catch, and he's brought down. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Caught near the sticks. It's Bell. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
He's going to pass. Throws for the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Welcome to Athens, Georgia, Sanford Stadium, home to the Georgia Bulldogs, where more than 90,000 have already started to bark loudly. Both teams have been building toward this one for a while, and it is here, a top 5 clash between two powers. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Georgia about to kick it off and get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 25. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will get the first crack at it here. And here he comes, and you may think that you can take a wide receiver out of the game plan, but Jesse, with this guy, he sort of believes, I'm him, I'm the dude.
Yeah, and he gives defensive coordinators nightmares too, I swear. When you watch this guy's highlight tape, man.
And that pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And I think you come out, Palmer, and you say, I want to be aggressive early and maybe take a shot, but that's not the shot they were talking about.
No, and give the defense credit because they watched film too, and they knew this offense might come out and want to be aggressive, and they were ready on the back end that time for that. They came into this game hyped up, ready to go. Great individual effort by that defender getting the pick.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got his man downfield. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Beck. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
Working the middle, it's complete. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And he intercepts it. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Well, really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the 1st drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed, with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. This time it's complete. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. The Buckeye aerial attack continues to be prolific. You feel as if they're on the verge of scoring on any snap.
And it's such a good blend between such great offensive talent year after year after year that you see go to the draft, but also great play calling, great play design. They've always got it working, and you know this offense is always capable of hanging 40 points and making it look easy.
He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. One of the great programs in the history of the sport, sort of built on the running game, but these days, Ohio State defined by explosive pass plays.
Yeah, and you can call yourself whatever you want. A lot of people claim different things like wide receiver U, but when you look at Ohio State, the past several years, going back 10 years probably, you could pick so many big names of guys who have been superstars, not only at the college level, but also at the NFL level.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
This time he's got it. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Looking to throw, it's back. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down and distances, third downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
That last completion has him set up, second and short. He's looking to throw. Working that left side. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. He's looking to throw it. Quick strike complete.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got room on the return. The 40. The 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Georgia. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside. It can really... It's a fake. The holder's going to try to toss it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Justin.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Makes the catch. It's Smith. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Offense gets set for second down. Back to throw, it's Howard. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. Both teams made no secret. They wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. And the Buckeyes are on the move. The aerial assault continues. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
It's a fake. Holder looking to throw. And it works. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 15, here's the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now getting the field of scores for points.
Dang, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Grab near the sticks. It's Bell. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Line gets set. First down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long. Whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages, he just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
This time he's got his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup and still short of the first down. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
And this is a weird move. Oh, what a call on the fake. They're going to throw it. And he grabs it. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. Wants to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Really good start to this drive. They've moved the chains a couple of times. They've created some space. They'll snap it from the 36. Pressure coming. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up second down. Trying play action. Throws to the tight end. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's the danger about being in a third and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield, and the defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
Quickly to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the Silver Bullets, guys flying around, giving great effort and getting to the football, but it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position, and right there, you just saw that, the ability to win one-on-one and make it play.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and create.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
He'll come out throwing on first down. That's caught. It's Urasek. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Scanning the field, it's back. Unleashes to the end zone. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. As the defense comes out, they've got him pinned back. And listen to the roar of this crowd. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and he can't escape, and down he goes.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Gets open down the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his man. It's Henderson. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Receivers do this every day, all day. Throw it up. I will go get it. I will stay in bounds. Nice job knowing where he was at on the field to get that foot in bounds, to get the big touchdown for this offense.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned.
Looking for the two-point try. To the air, it's back. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Oh, and that's tough, man. It was drawn up right. It was a good throw. It was right in his hands. You just want your playmaker to make that play and get to the two-point conversion.
On the move from inside his own 20. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Just about a half minute to play in the first half. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Henderson. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Henderson. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Terrific job not just settling for the negative play and getting it to the running back.
Yeah, and you're supposed to go through your progressions, and you're obviously going to attack down the field and make a big play, but a lot of times when you dump it off to the running back, he can make something happen.
Oh, he wants it all. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Dropping back, it's Beck. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, men. The end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football in Athens. 2 quarters of both sides feeling each other out. And it's likely to come down to which offense can find a way to generate some big plays. Adjustments will be a part of it. Maybe it's time these typically conservative play callers open up the playbook. Nothing crazy, but a calculated risk here and there to try to gain an edge in what's been a stalemate. And with that, let's send it back to the fellows between the hedges in Sanford Stadium.
The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal.
He holds it in, and nobody's close. Racing to the right. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Yeah, and really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing I can go deep and attack the middle of the field. And you can tell he runs a post, ball's right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right.
Throw to the end zone, picked off. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his 25. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. The offense set for a first down play. He's going to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Ibuka. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. To throw, it's Howard. Quickly complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. This guy makes it look easy, just like a lot of recent Ohio State quarterbacks have.
Now, you can set your watch by these guys. I mean, whether it's C.J. Stroud, Justin Fields, I mean, we can keep going back year after.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
That is a really good-looking throw. You think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative.
All kinds of running room. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get in the...
Touchdown, Georgia! And that one will put him up here in the second half. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense out.
He's got it for the 2-point conversion.
On that 2-point conversion, they spread the field, 5 wide receiver set, trying to create some windows to throw into, and they come away with a beautiful-looking, schemed-up 2-point conversion.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right?
Off he goes! And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean up. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Get you some of that. And with that completion, now he's over 400 yards on the day. That's a really, really good game for this quarterback. He's been almost flawless.
Tip ball put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. After the incompletion, they go back up top. finds his big tight end. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. And he throws yet another